All right, the news just dropped. Apple has officially set the dates for one of the biggest events in tech, WWDC 2026. So let's dive right in and break down what they've announced and, why it actually matters to all of us. I mean, think about it. This is the event that basically lays out the future for the gadgets we use every single day. The ones in our pockets, on our desks, and yeah, on our wrists. So the big question is, what's next for your iPhone, Mac, and Apple Watch? Well, the clues start right here. Okay, so here's the game plan for this explainer. First, we'll hit the big announcement, the key dates and all that. Then we're going inside the conference to see what really goes on. After that, we'll put a spotlight on the students, because that's a huge piece of this. And finally, we'll cover how you can get involved.
All right, let's kick things off with Section 1, the big announcement. This is all about the what, the when, the key details Apple just put out there.
So yeah, it's official. Apple's annual Worldwide Developers Conference, WWDC, is on the books. This is it. This is the moment they pull back the curtain and give us a real glimpse into the future of their entire software world. So you're going to want to mark this down. It all kicks off on Monday, June 8th. That day is huge because it's both the special in-person event and the start of the full online conference, which then runs all week right through June 12th. We're talking 5 straight days of software news and deep dives. It's a marathon. And it looks like Apple is sticking with that hybrid format that's been working so well for them. The whole thing is online, and this is key, it's totally free for every single developer on the planet. I mean, talk about maximum reach. But at the same time, they're also hosting a really special in-person experience at Apple Park for a select few, which creates this awesome exclusive vibe. Okay, so we've got the dates, but what actually happens during this week? Let's get into the so what of it all, why this conference is such a big deal. When you boil it all down, WWDC is really about 2 things. On one hand, it's this huge public show and tell. It's where we get our first look at the next versions of iOS, macOS, you name it. But on the other hand, it's a direct pipeline to the developers, the people who actually build the apps we use. Apple gives them the new tools and resources they need to make amazing stuff. And the week has a really specific rhythm. It all starts with the big one, the keynote. That's the main event for us, the public, where they show off all the shiny new features. Right after that, things get a little more technical with the platform State of the Union. That's a deep dive for the developers. And then for the rest of the week, it's just jam-packed with sessions and labs where developers can talk directly with Apple's own engineers. And let's be honest, this is what everyone is really waiting for, the very first look at the next generation of Apple software. We're expecting to see updates for pretty much everything: iOS, iPadOS, macOS, watchOS, tvOS, and of course, the one everyone's watching, the next version of visionOS. Susan Prescott, who's a VP over at Apple, really summed it up perfectly. She said, WWDC is all about sharing new ideas and providing our amazing developers with innovative tools and resources. And that right there tells you everything. Apple really sees this as a partnership, a true collaboration. But that collaboration isn't just for the pros who've been doing this for years. A massive part of WWDC is all about investing in the next generation. And that brings us to our next section, the spotlight on students. Right at the heart of this whole effort is something called the Swift Student Challenge. Seriously, this has become a huge part of the whole WWDC experience. It's a massive opportunity for young coders all over the world. So what is it exactly? Well, it's a competition where Apple challenges students to build an original app playground using Swift, which is Apple's own programming language. It's a chance for them to show off not just their coding skills, but also their creativity. And let's be real, it's a pretty smart move by Apple to get the next generation of amazing developers building for their platforms first. And get this, the winners get an invite to that special in-person event at Apple Park. I mean, what a chance to meet Apple engineers and connect with the whole community. It's way more than just a contest. For some of these students, it could be the launchpad for their entire career. All right, which brings us to our final section, how you can actually get involved. Because whether you're a pro developer, a student, or just someone like me who geeks out over this stuff, there's a way for you to be a part of it. So it pretty much breaks down into 3 groups. For everybody, I mean everyone, you can watch the keynote and the State of the Union live. If you're a developer, you'll want to use the developer app to get into all the sessions and labs. And if you're a student, well, your mission is to create an amazing project for that Swift Student Challenge. Now, for all the official info, the nitty-gritty details, the deadlines, all the updates, your best bet is the Apple Developer app and the Apple Developer website. Seriously, everything you need to know will be on there. So as we look ahead to June 8th, there's really only one question on everyone's mind. What's going to be the big game changer this year? Are we going to see a mind-blowing new feature in iOS, a huge leap forward for the Mac, or maybe, just maybe, something totally unexpected for Vision OS? We'll have to wait and see. The countdown is officially on.